Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a really quick project share. It is quick because I haven't made that much in the last month. I was busy clearing my mum's house, which didn't leave much time for crafting, and quite frankly my mojo upped and left. I wanted to craft, but I could find no motivation to really do it. I can't really describe it. I was in a real funk. So I have got some things to show you and I really like what I'm going to show you, but there's not lots. So let's jump into what I do have. So the first thing I have are two cards I made for a Craft Consortium launch. So Tartan launched, it's a brand new paper pad, it's absolutely beautiful, and I made well, I've technically made 3 cards with it now. So this is the first one I did. I kept it nice, plain, simple. I used the tartan on the background and then I just decorated it. I'd already pre-made these flowers, put some gems on, a bit of ribbon, sentiment that I'd cut out. It's pretty, it's nice, it's a nice simple card. I don't normally do simple, but I really like that one. So that's the first one I made, and then I wanted to kind of demonstrate that actually this paper pad isn't just for Christmas. So I made this shirt card here, which I really love. Now when I was going through the pad, several of the pages jumped out to me because my dad used to wear check shirts, so I wanted to make a checked shirt card as a nod to my dad. So I made this one. I have whacked a random 60 on it. Not really sure what I'm going to do with that, but we'll see. It might go on Etsy, it might get sent in. It depends what they want to do with them really. But I made those two for the launch of Tartan. Then my friend asked me if I could make a birthday card for her husband, which is really flattering, and this is what I've made. So I have used tartan because he is Scottish. I've also put some dogs on there. They do happen to be Scotty dogs, but part of the brief was that he likes dogs, so I wanted to incorporate those. Also obviously likes beer and football. But when you open it up, it all pops out. There's a guitar because he plays guitar. I've added in a load of musical notes from a Papercraft Society box. This paper here is from Patina, which again is another beautiful pad that came out, I want to say either very early this year or late last year, but it's really beautiful. And I thought it went really well with the tartan green. I just thought the colours worked well. So yeah, really quite like that card. I think it's really cool. It does stand up, and then obviously that will be popped out when it's stood up. And then because I'd made her a special card, I thought, well, you need a special envelope, so just made this one here and used it out of some Christmas paper because it's kind of tartan. I thought it matched in, and I wanted to use this pad up, so I've used that. Hopefully they will like that. Then I got the latest issue of Creative Stamping magazine through. I am a subscriber and I do get it early because of that, but it's now out anyway. But oh my goodness, I absolutely loved the stamps in this episode and I couldn't wait to get started. So I made this one here. Isn't that pretty? I really quite like this. This center image is on watercolor card, and I have heat embossed all the images on there and then watercolored them. Now this piece here is just a card blank that I cut the aperture in, and I've coloured these using my Black Widow pencils. Quite by a fluke and a little bit of trying, I have kind of managed to match the Black Widow colours and mix some watercolours to match. So it did take a bit of mixing colours, but I got there, and I actually think you wouldn't be able to tell the difference if I hadn't told you they weren't the same. Like, I think I did quite a good job, and I like the gradients of colour I've achieved as well, so I really like that. I liked the idea of having the leaves going as a wreath, as if they were being blown, and I knew I wanted the foxes to be recessed in the card, but I don't like apertures with no frame around them. So normally I've got a frame of some sort around the card, and then I was like, well, actually I don't want to put a frame on this, so I had the idea of trying to match the stamps up to carry the design from the outside of the card onto the watercolour card, and I think it worked really well. I really like it. Then inside I've just cut an aperture in a sheet from Midnight Flight and put it over the top, so it looks like the fox is sitting on some paper, but actually it's just kind of fitted in. If you look really carefully, you'll be able to see maybe where I cut. But yeah, really like that. I think that's really, really pretty. And then I have a whole load of cards for the release of Candy Christmas. Oh my goodness, where do I even start? So Candy Christmas is the newest release from Cardsbykatefletcher and Craft Consortium, and if you've been with me for quite a while, you will know how much I adore Cardsbykatefletcher and how excited I would have been when this dropped onto my doormat. So in no particular order, I have this one here, which is quite simple on the front, but when you open it up, it's like a stir card. It's really fun. So this is a wreath I got from Hobbycraft last year, nothing to do with the collection, but I thought it worked quite well. This sheet in the paper pad did remind me of wallpaper. Don't know why, just did. So I knew I had to incorporate that in the design, and I thought actually by doing a stepper type card, perfect opportunity to use it as wallpaper. Then I've fussy cut a load of the presents. Again, these are in the pads. Some of them are up on foam pads, some of them aren't. I just think that's really quite fun. So we have that one as the first card. Then I did this one here. So again, I've kept the front quite simple. When you open it up, it kind of jumps out at you. Now I have done something similar to this before. I did a single version using the Circus collection, and I think I actually did that way before I was even on the design team, but it was a fun card, so I thought, well, let's have a go at doing a double version. I think that came out quite well. You would have to write on the back. Obviously there's not much room inside because of the exploding pop out bits, but I thought that was a really fun card, and it's really, really cute. It's just a little bit bulky for postage, so we'll have to be careful who these go to. Then I did this one here. So on quite a few of the plain and simple Facebook sites for cards, there has been a trend, I think, sweeping the groups, where they print out a PNG file of basically a rip like this, and then they've got an image underneath it, and everyone started doing them. But I thought, well, I'm sure you could probably do that by ripping paper yourself and putting something beneath it. So I had a go, and I thought, what better piece of cardstock to put underneath than one of the scene pieces from a Cardsbykatefletcher pad. So I have waited patiently to get a house pad to do this. It does add quite a lot of bulk. It is quite bulky, but I think it's quite fun. I like the little sentiment. I think that was a Daisy May sentiment, I think. I mean, it worked. I probably wouldn't make a load of them just because of the bulk involved, but I think it was a cute little card to try. So we had that one. Then I've made a game. So if you were maybe holidaying in England in the definitely 80s, possibly early 90s, you may have seen something like this in the shops where you were holidaying. Because I have made one of these fun games where you have to roll the balls, and it's all about how steady your hand is, into the little pre-cut circles. So I have used some cardstock. This is quite a strong one. This was from Paper Mill Direct last year, and I've wanted to use it up. So I use that for the base. Then I've used some paper from the paper pad, the dotty one, kind of around it. This plastic thing, this is packaging that I just kept because I knew I wanted to make this, and I knew I wanted to do it with a house pad, and I just didn't know when we were going to get one. So I just thought, keep hold of it and it will eventually be used. So it has been used. And then I've just put mirror card around it because where it was packaging, it kind of ripped the cardboard from the packaging and there was no easy way to get it off, so I just hid it under some mirror card. But I think it's really pretty. And then this is a really nice sheet from the pad with all the characters, and the ball bearings I think was sent to me at some point, but it's quite good fun. I only put 5 in. I didn't want to overwhelm the game. I can do it all, and I was actually doing this one-handed as well because it was when I had the cast on still that I made this, and then obviously I needed to know that it worked, so can do them, just obviously not when you're filming. So yeah, fun little game. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it is quite addictive to play with. And then these are just that came from the decoupage kit, and these are some of the ephemera chipboard shapes. Okay, next I have a fun little pop-up type card that I've created. I've not seen anyone do them like this before, but that's not to say they haven't been done like this before. It's very hard to be original in the craft world. So it starts off flat like this, and you can see I've got some characters on there. These bits go up, so it's like twisted easel, and this bit pops up here, so it's like a pop-up twisted easel, double twisted easel type card. I don't know, I haven't really thought of a name for it yet. I just thought it was quite fun. It was something a bit different. It'll look nice sat on someone's shelf. You would have to again either write on the back, I think, but yeah, it kind of self-holds. Like, you don't need anything holding anything in place. It does hold itself in place quite well. So that was just through playing and having an idea, and then the idea just kind of grew legs and ran off all on its own. And then next we have this one. So again, when I saw the pad, I knew I wanted to make some kind of wreath, and obviously a wreath will go on wallpaper or a door. So I've used the wallpaper section. I have fussy cut all of these from the pad. There is some of the candy cane paper under there that I just die cut the ring for, and then I've just layered them. Then I've used a bit of ribbon, one of the sentiments. I think it's really cute. It's a really cute card. It's not too bulky, very easy to post. And the last one for now is actually probably one of my favourites. I made this. So this is a kind of rocker card, but it is a circle side step card. It does, if I can make some room, stand up all by itself. Kind of, you can just about see it does rock as well, but it's really good fun. So for this one I've used part of the decoupage kit. I did also use Made by Elves on this because I just thought the two collections would work really well together. This is the chipboard shapes, so it's this, and then I've just used some of the dots here. That's just a random sentiment from my stash. And this Rick Rack is from a very old Hell's Couple Ditch collection, the Funfair one. And I've managed to use some of my Censura Pearl cardstock that I've been hoarding for ages, so really quite like that one. So now I'm really quickly going to switch over to a pre-recorded section of the video and show you a card I made on behalf of the liveries where I keep my pony. So the first thing I had to do was make a very special card for the head girl at the yard where I keep my pony. The liveries have all done a whip round for her birthday, and we wanted a special card, so I stepped up, and this is what I have come up with. So I have used a Hell's Couple Ditch collection on the front here. This is Bluebells and Buttercups. And then I've die cut and used glossy accents on the happy birthday. This is a peekaboo card, loads of room to write on the back. I've actually used my Centura Pearl cardstock to make this. I have been hoarding this for the longest time, so it felt really good to use some of that. And then when you open it up, you can see her dog there first of all, and when you open it up, along slides her pony. And then I've just put on your special day there, plenty of room to write here as well if we run out of room on the back. But I think it's a really fun card. Yeah, and I think she's really going to love that. And that is literally all of the cards I made in the last month. I really hope you've enjoyed watching today's video. Please do let me know which of the cards or which of the projects is your favourite. Thank you so much for watching it today. I really do appreciate everybody who comes to watch my videos. If you aren't already subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button and help my channel grow. And if you have enjoyed today's video, please leave me a thumbs up. I will be back soon with more videos, so until next time, thanks once again for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.